Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Looking at Chicago, they want to turn it around after that loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Iguodala out there with Van. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Magruder in at the two-guard spot. Back to Irving. And Vonleh has it in the corner. Off target with his three. Hornets on defense now.
And last season, for the first time since his rookie season, Mo Harkless pretty much a full-time starter. His perimeter defense, though, is critical for that starting lineup.
Shot clock at 5. Outside Curry. Off target from three-point range. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And that one's good, Irving. And Harkless, a versatile defender. He can cover 4 positions.
Oh, yeah, just great size and athleticism. A 7-foot wingspan makes him a problem. He racks up his share of blocks and steals them.
Here's Felicio. Here's Reed. No good on the triple. And here are the Hornets now. Irving kicks to Drummond. They set the pick. Passes it to Magruder. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. From deep. Curry with another miss.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Let's not lie. He has the skills to do it. We've seen that, but you still like to work for something closer.
At the elbow, it's Drummond. From deep, Iguodala. Shot clock reset for Charlotte. In the corner, Irving with it. Drummond, a screen. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Harkless with the steal for the finish. And Harkless slams it in.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Yeah, while he's taking off, no one on the other side reacts. They give up the easy points.
Drummond, a screen. And it's Magruder missing.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Reed the pass to Rab. Back to Reed. Bulls moving the ball around. Reed a screen. Lets it go from 11. Another one falls for Chicago.
Oh, trying to take away Steph's deep ball. He goes and beats you with the in-between game.
Iguodala left side. Vonleh kicks to Irving. Stripped away. Rab the pass to Reed. Curry with it. There's a good screen. Pass to Reed. Feeds it to Curry. Clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Last season, one thing this Bulls team did was attack the glass. We're used to seeing them rebound well on the defensive end. They also did great work, Chris, getting second chance points.
Yeah, you love the fight and attitude every player has in the paint. Everyone on this roster can go up and steal you an extra possession if you don't box them out.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke. Right? I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
Now, here is Irving. There's a screen. The pass to Magruder. Reed with the steal. Pass to Rab. Shot clock at 5. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Wow, he's only going to hit that shot about 1 out of 10 times.
Outside Irving. There's the dish to Drummond. To stop the drought. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And Drummond is just a powerful presence. So aggressive in how he skies up for the slam.
Outside Curry. From deep three-point range, the long distance three is buried. Curry's got 5.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
On the wing, it's Iguodala. It's Vonleh atop the key. Outside Irving. Tipped away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Chicago leading by 7. Reed dishes to Harkless. Passes it to Rab. Over Vonleh. Bank shot, no good. Charlotte's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Irving against Curry. Irving kicks to Iguodala. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Iguodala's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Oh, you had to close out hard on Iguodala. He's made himself a true threat from beyond the arc.
Here's Felicio. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. 5 to shoot. Here's Rab. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Hornets trail by 6. Irving passes to Magruder. And here's Vonleh. And a wide open look for Irving. The three-pointer no good. The Bulls have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Well, among the most feared one-on-one scorers in the league, that is Kyrie Irving. He has the handles to get to wherever he wants, no matter where he is on the floor. He's a threat.
And Kyrie Irving sniffing that 50, 40, 90 territory. 50% from the field, 40% from deep, 90% from the line. He is that kind of shooter. And Chris, what a handle.
Yeah, he's not just a stationary threat. It's his creativity combined with that efficiency. That's what makes him so deadly.
Patton, he's checked in for the Bulls. Green comes in for Maurice Harkless. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Greenus is checked in for Rodney Magruder. Here's Irving. Drummond. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Exactly. That's what Drummond will always give you, tenacity on the offensive glass.
The Hornets shooting their first free throw tonight.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. Pass to Rab. Here's Patton. Outside for Curry. for three. Reed misses. Hornets trail by 6. Here's the screen. Drummond the screen. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Oh, the muscularity and skill set of Drummond is incredibly difficult to match up against. A tremendous big man who is remarkable in the paint.
Tipped away. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Charlotte has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Irving dishes to Vonleh. From the arc. Abrinas' shot is off.
Well, it's a confidence shaker when you can't hit a wide open 3 like that.
Now here's Curry. Shot clock at 6. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And last season, a big one for Curry in the record book department. I mean, continued his march up the all-time 3-made list. I mean, this is just incredible. When you also set the record for most threes in a game with 13, it was 12. A record he shared with Kobe and Daniel Marshall.
And with Curry hitting 13 threes in a game to set the record, honestly, you just knew it would be a matter of time, C-Webb. He had flirted with that record so many times before.
Yeah, and one reason why he didn't get it is because usually in those games when he makes that many threes, he's sitting in the 4th quarter because his team is blowing another team out. I mean, it happened in the game after Curry went 0 for 10 from the 3-point line in a loss. You gotta love Curry's heart. Payback.
Reed kicks to Curry. And the wide open shot from Green. Vonleh with the rebound. Vonleh's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Ring shot on the way. And he connects with the jumper.
Timeout.
Abrinas has got his first points in this one.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And Chris, I know you started doing a podcast, Fearless or Insane, with Chris Webber, an opportunity to have some meaningful conversations. What's that been like?
It's been great, Kevin. I've gotten a chance to talk to some friends, some mentors like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I've gotten to speak to him about what it was like playing for Wooden, what it was like coming up in the crazy 60s in that time. And, you know, he's such a thoughtful and a great individual. So to hear his stories about he and Muhammad Ali, he and Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, all these great figures is just wonderful. I also got to speak to track legends John Carlos and Tommy Smith, who in the 1968 Olympics, we've seen them kind of protest when they put their fist up in defiance and kind of put their voice out for the voiceless. And I got to talk to them about how tough of a moment that was. Did they know the sacrifice that they were making? What happened, the backlash to what happened? And then all these years later, do they feel kind of vindicated that we're showing them so much love and people around the world appreciated what they've done? So we try to just discuss fearless or insane. You know, they say insane is doing the same thing over, expecting a different result, where these guys put their lives on the line.
Yes.
And they kind of knew that it necessarily wouldn't change the arc of justice, but they felt that they had to do it. And so it's just some cool conversations with people and athletes that were much more than an athlete. And I've learned a lot, and it's been a cool podcast. But when you watch the Hornets play, they are very good at getting to the free throw line. They have a lot of players who can attack and draw contact. They get a lot of free points on offense that way.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Outside Irving. Now the feed to Drummond. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Outside, Green. The pass to Swanigan. It's stolen by Nance. Nance a screen on Green. Outside, Irving. Drummond sets the screen for Irving. Shot off the screen. And Drummond throws it down.
One of the most physical players in the league doing his job. Doesn't bother Drummond if he's got 3 guys on his back, 4 guys on his back. He's still going to score.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
There's the pick. Dishes it to Napier. Pass to Swanigan. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And it's the Hornets ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Aprinas, the pass to Miles. On the wing, Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another miss by Irving.
Now he doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
Outside, Felton. Jeff Green on the wing. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Charlotte trailing. Here's Irving. Poked away. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. He dishes it to Napier. Here's Felton. He got it up. And no good trying to get that one. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Here's Irving. Swanigan is out there with Pat. Then there's Felton. Then it's Green. And it's Napier in at the 1. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter.
You got to give the D credit there. It affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
Felton kicks to Napier. Chicago keeps it going. A new 24-second clock. Here's Aprinas. Outside Irving. Drummond a screen. Back to Aprinas. Fires from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Aprinas has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Hornets. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, with the Hornets' length and mobility at the 2 through 4 positions, the team switches a lot defensively. Coach Steve Clifford said, "You have to deal with mismatches at times, but it makes defense simpler. With those guys, they're all big enough, strong enough, and competitive enough that they're going to battle." Kevin?
And having that kind of versatility on defense is huge. DA, thank you so much. Passes it to Swanigan. Green passes to Pat. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the Hornets making a change here. James is checked in. Chris, we all know you were a big Pistons fan growing up, and of course that means that you had plenty of chances to root against the Chicago Bulls. When you go back and you think about when you were young, was there one Bulls player that you loved to hate so much?
You know, a little secret, I always cheered for Detroit, but I never hated the Bulls. Isaiah and Jordan were my favorite players. That's a little bit of a cop-out along with Magic, Bird, Dominique. But no. I really loved Artis Gilmore as well coming before. But no, I really can't say I had a player on the Bulls that I didn't really like.
They set the pick. He feeds it to Drummond. Goes back up. Got a piece of it. Outside, Felton. From past the arc. The Hornets pull it in. They host the Clippers after this game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Abrinas kicks to Nance. Feeds it to Drummond. Shot clock at 4. And Drummond throws it down.
Wow, and that's the length and the touch of Drummond. It's hard for anyone to contest. When he's in the zone, the basket is as big as the ocean.
Charlotte shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And watching Andre Drummond play, he's really just an old school type center. I mean, he eats up space in the middle and finishes plays in close. Not a skilled guy who can pull a defender away from the basket.
Here's Swanigan. A reverse. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And with Drummond, he does play like towering centers of decades past.
Yeah, I mean, he isn't great at moving the ball around or hitting shots from range, but his size and athleticism are elite and one of the best rebounders in our game.
Here's Napier. James covering. Fires it up. Great D that time from James.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation to Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Abrinas kicks to Drummond. 5 on the clock. Green with the block. They get it back. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Charlotte calls timeout. Well, there are a lot of players who seemingly have ice in their veins when the game is on the line. They do not blink. When you think about those kind of players, who might be the most mentally tough in the league right now?
Well, it's so hard to tell who really is mentally tough because you don't know what these guys are thinking. But I know who looks like just cold stone, just merciless players out there, and that's Kawhi Leonard. Because you never know. You know, Kawhi is a nice guy, but you know he'll shoot a shot that'll end the game and then just give you such a cold look. And I think Isaiah Thomas is that way. I mean, I think so many players, of course, LeBron, Curry have been that way their whole career. But Kawhi Leonard seems to be that next coming of ice in his veins.
Chicago making some changes. Rabs checked in for Swanigan. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Shabazz Napier. And then for Charlotte, she comes in for Andre Drummond. And Irving subbed in for James. Pass to Rab. Curry on the wing. Fires for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 13 points.
His confidence level is through the roof today. It usually is anyway, but even by Curry standards, this has been incredible.
Irving kicks to Miles. Back to Irving. Shoots over Curry. And then slams it in. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
The pass to Pat. Curry on the wing. Pass to Rab. Over Nance. They grab their own miss. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
And guys, they're showing great instincts too, anticipating how the ball was going to come off the boards and timed it out perfect.
Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Curry kicks to Felton. Off target from three-point range.
Very slack defending, playing with fire to leave him that open beyond the arc.
Outside Irving. Looking to get back on track here. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
You have to love it. There's no quit in this kid, Irving. When he gets hit, he sticks with his shot.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Now Curry, 13 points in the game. Passes to Rab. And here's Felton from the arc. Again, the miss by Felton. Charlotte in the lead. They set the pick. Irving passes to Chi. Miles. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, pretty obvious over the back call there, but being out of position, that was really the only option.
He went for it. I'll give him that. Showing some fight on the boards, even if it's not the smartest play in the world.
Chicago calls timeout. Well over a decade in the NBA for C.J. Miles, taken straight out of high school by the Jazz back in 2005.
And he's just now entering his 30s. A good floor spacer and solid defender at the 2 or 3 spot.
So for the Bulls, Felicio's checked in for Patton. Harkless comes in for Green, and it's Reed in for Raymond Felton. Curry, a screen on Irving. From deep, Reed misses. Hornets leading by 4. Miles with it. He's got 5. Irving kicks to Nance. There's the screen. Abrinas the pass to Chi. And here's Miles outside. The kick out to Irving. Over Reed. And that one comes up a bit short.
He's just looked lost on offense, but luckily for him, his teammates have really stepped up in a big way.
Outside Curry. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Doesn't it seem like Steph can get any shot he wants? I mean, with his handle and his shooting ability. That time, finishing off the drive.
Goes up on the high post. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Here's Reed. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Hornets leading by 4. Outside Irving. Shoots the 3. Drains the 3-pointer. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
He played a very solid first quarter, and now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
There's the pick. Reed the pass to Rab. Back to Reed. That one wide left.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Back to Irving. Nance sets a screen for Irving. He got right to the cup using that screen. And now it's a 9-point Hornets lead. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Curry. To stop the run. No good that time. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Irving kicks to Abrinas. And here's Miles outside. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hornets lead by 11.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Here's Curry. And again, no good by Chicago. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to Cleveland. Outside Irving. He kicks it to Miles. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his third assist on the night.
Well, after not making anything from the field in the first, I mean, he has really elevated his game this second quarter.
Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And the Hornets call time here.
Timeout. Timeout. Started.
And Kyrie Irving very steady with the ball in his hands. Not a lot of turnovers for a player who handles the ball as much as he does.
Yeah, I mean, he makes great reads. Pick and roll, drives, kicks. He keeps his dribble low, but sometimes he has his dribble high. He's great at the pocket passes, great off pick and rolls, great at screens, and can space the floor.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Andre Drummond's checked in for Chi. Iguodala comes in for C.J. Miles. Rodney McGruder's checked in for Alex Abrinas. And James subbed in for Irving. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Iguodala outside. 6 on the shot clock. Releases. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
To end the drought. And it's bad missing there.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, going up against a big run, trying to mount one of your own, I mean, it's exhausting and takes a tremendous amount of energy here.
Here's Drummond. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
He's been in control here tonight, helping them get in front with his work from the field.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Felicio, defended by Drummond. Curry, wide open, trains the three-pointer. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
And here's James outside. No good on the buzzer beater. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see.